been a lot of basketball played, and it's different when the team's playing on the road, so they're coming here this time. You got senior night. Talk about this matchup this time coming here.
Yeah, we didn't play well at all in almost every phase of the game there. I shouldn't say that. You know, we were self-destructive. I think I talked about that right after the game. And then, watching it again and preparing for this game, we were super self-destructive. We missed so many layups. We gave up so much in transition. The turnovers became dunks. We shot 44% at the rim. That's a season low, I think. And then they were unreal at the rim. And they have a lot of elite shooters. We did a good job on that. We just did not do a good job transition, taking care of the ball, fouling. They dominated us from the foul line. Mitchell had 18 himself. So those were a lot of self-destructive things we did. Now to where we've been since that game, man, we've been efficient in offense. We've been sharing it. We've been playing off 2 feet. I think these last 3 games, won 1, lost 2, and we're in a position to win both of them. We couldn't get a stop. 90-something, 80-something, 80-something against these 3 defenses. When we're high assists, low turnovers, our offense efficiency is very good. We just have not been able to get that defensive stop. And you can reference, 5 games, and we were able to do that earlier. We were able to get a stop at Arkansas. We were able to get stops against, Louisville, Arizona. We were able to get stops in these close games. We're now 6-5 in like 1 possession games, and we didn't get a stop against Texas A&M. We were up 1. We didn't get a stop against LSU. We didn't get some stops against Kentucky, and we didn't get stopped against Mississippi. We just got to get that final stop. And we did get a couple stops there at Mississippi State, and that's been something for us. But as far as the guys battling, staying together, fighting through gut punch losses, man, has this group been unreal of their perseverance here this last 2 weeks. And I couldn't be more excited to go every day with the guys. And it has to start with me. If I walk in gut punched, what does that say? And that I have to walk in every day, and I truly, with every bone in my body and fiber in my body, believe we're going to win. Because these guys are staying together, the locker room, the bench, the culture has just been high. We've been gut punched. I told you guys we had a mission statement, is to play better basketball to win games. We're playing good basketball. We just can't get some stops. And we got to find that way.
Or you mentioned the bench and the culture. What does it say about a guy like Dayton to come off the bench and have a game against Mississippi?
It just talks about perseverance. Just keep getting better, keep learning, staying confident, staying ready. I thought, obviously he made some shots, but even some other things that he did, some of the passes he made, the toughness he plays. He energizes everybody because they know, they look at Dayton and they're going to be like, he's going to play his tail off. They look at Duke, he's going to play his tail off. So those are things that are contagious. But I thought Dayton's trajectory every day is going this way because of his mentality, his toughness. He's got winning DNA. He's really, and it was one of the reasons we wanted him so much, is he's got winning DNA. But it is, we're in these contests, and we've been putting the trust in 2 freshmen in this league, and I do. They've earned it, but it's 2 young guys that are really, trajectories going up, and that just makes a statement of what we think of them to be in those situations as a freshman.
Porter, Jalen said that he didn't really have any doubt that he'd be ready to go tomorrow after the Ole Miss game. But just when you guys get back from Oxford, was it a sense of relief to see that, hey, Jalen is okay?
I think Jalen's going to say he's okay no matter what. He's hardly missed I don't think he's missed a practice until yesterday. So his last home game, what he's, the loyalty for him and this program, knowing that there's a path for us. I don't know what the scenario would have been, but I don't think there was a chance he was going to say anything different to you. So today we're going to go out and have a workout and see how he does. So, but I love it. Trust me, I love it. You'd rather have a player be like that, like I'm going to play, rather than like I don't know, my toe hurts. If Jalen Moore is hurt, he is going to be really hurt and not be able to play. That's just who he is. I literally don't think he's missed a practice in 2 years until yesterday.
On a similar note, with tomorrow being senior night, just what has it been like to see Jalen from where he was when you guys recruited him out of Georgia Tech to the player that he is now?
It's why you coach. It's why retention is everything, especially with the way I feel. What we do, the way we do things is getting him better. I look at Jalen, the two guys that have been here the most, like Sam, and Sam's really turning it. He's turning it. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of players that have made 15 of the last 16 shots in this league. He's turning it. Jalen Moore to come in here, but 4 a game at Georgia Tech, and the percentages he had to be in top 12 in minutes, top 12, one of the leading scorers, one of the big impact. He's gone like that. And that's the beauty of having guys in the program, 2, 3, God, even think about 4 years in a program right now. But those are awesome things for Jalen. And then just his love for the game is infectious. I love him as a young man, and he's someone that is why you coach.
Is that going to be tough for you with Jake, or is it just another night?
Oh no! Right when you said I thought you were going to say Jalen. When you said Jake, I just got chills. No, it's been a heck of a journey having him with me, and he's his impact isn't points, rebounds thing, but it's a joy of a lifetime to share a journey. I've been doing this journey 30-some years, and all of a sudden you get to share it with one of your kids. Ups and downs. We'll talk on the phone, talk about practice, talk about different things, on the road trips to see them, and giving them a hug before every starting lineup. It's just it's been a joy of a lifetime to share it with them, and I credit all the teammates too, because sometimes it's not always easy to have your coach's son on the team. And the last 4 years, every teammate has been nothing but a 5-star human being to my son, and he's given the same thing back to this program. So yeah, it'll be tough with him in his last home game.
I know everybody on the team obviously works hard, but you mentioned still having a path to get to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
For guys like Jalen and Sam, just heading into this last week, what would it mean to be able to get over that hump? And
I mean, it's everything. It's why you're doing this, and there's definitely a path. There's an urgency to this path. There's an urgency to this path, and we've had 2 gut punches in a row, but it doesn't mean there's not a path. But we understand the urgency of the path, and we understand that the only way you're going to fight adversity, the only way you're going to fight things and not go your way, is to keep fighting. And that's what this team has done over and over and over. And we got that path tomorrow to be able to create a high level win for us. There's things we have to do to beat a team as old and as veteran and as well coached and as good as Missouri. But our guys know we can do it, and we have to get some of those things in the game because they're very, very good.